Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
We're broadcasting live from Jake the Snake's Furnishings.
Ooh, he threw the snake in. I like it.
He is a snake.
Reminds me of the snake.
It's a slithering
Jake
little
the snake plumber.
Yeah, so.
My buddy.
I don't know which mic.
There he's on now.
There
he's
is.
on.
Yeah, he's number 4, Jim. Yeah.
I like our setup over here.
Comfy.
Oh, look at him.
Might take a
Buried
nap
back
here
in the
today.
couch. Yeah,
Just
nice.
stick around, take a nap right here.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
We're here till 5 today. Got lots going on.
Do you know, can you make it your own today?
Today you can stop in at Jake's Furnishings and make it your own.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to make it my own. I'm going to buy something in here today.
A pillow? They got all kinds of pillows.
Wrong.
Yeah.
We missed that. I thought he was going to get that on like some type of tape where he could push a button.
Yeah, he does.
To be,
He's half asleep.
Jim, can't you get that on tape where that Trump going wrong? We need that.
Was it Trump?
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, Trump would lean up at that mic while they were talking and go, wrong. That's funny stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
We're
That
laughing.
is correct.
Yeah.
Well, where are we starting at today?
Well, we got the WLB 8th grade girls coming in the bottom of the hour. We'll talk to them on their season and second place finish. So congratulations
Nice run.
to them. Yeah, nice little run. And we're going to talk. You have an agenda with you today. We're going to talk some YMCA fundraising and see what's going on there at the Y.
Well, I can't talk about the golf outing yet because I didn't have the proper paperwork with me.
Oh.
Aren't you? I thought you said you were connected.
I thought you said you were on the board.
And you know
actually.
nothing about it?
We just started this show. Last night we decided we were doing this show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last night.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you something right
that's typical. See, I take 2 weeks off, and the show just turns.
I don't think that the audience knew there were so many funny people on this show. But you guys have really stepped up your game. You guys are funny. You know what I mean?
You are correct.
Yeah, you make it easy.
I am very, very proud of both of you.
Well, let's talk about the fundraiser coming up. For the YMCA.
The YMCA is having a celebrity bartender event this Thursday, April 3rd at Copper and Oak, 5:30 to 8:30, and all the money. You come in, have a few drinks, get something to eat, and tip the bartenders. And we have celebrity bartenders, and all the money stays right here in town. It goes back to help the kids, the YMCA for their camps and events and everything they have go on. So it's a good thing to have. There will be music there from Devin Williams. Have you ever heard of Devin Williams?
No.
He's a pretty talented guy. He did not play for Illinois.
That was Darren Williams.
Yeah. Darren Williams played for him.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty talented guy, so there'll be music and stuff there. And we have one of our proud musical sponsors sitting right here. Jake from Jake's Furnishings is helping sponsor the music. Jake, you want to say a little bit about yourself or what you do?
Are you going to sing?
I will be not singing.
Jake, is this the first thing you've ever sponsored in town?
I believe it's one of the first. Probably.
Sometimes we don't give you enough credit.
I've probably
things you
sponsored
sponsor.
a few things around town.
But anyway, and then the other sponsor for the music is Ryan Guyette, Collision Concepts out there. They're helping sponsor the music, so we'll have music going on during the event. There'll be some food and, of course, some beverages. And your first up on the Celebrity Bartenders are from 5:30 to 6:30 is Sal Paulus from Edward Jones and Angela Stolzenberg, the lovely Angela Stolzenberg.
Talented.
From Lincoln Memorial Hospital. Talented. I don't know if she'll be dancing or not. She said something about she was going to clog, but I'm not sure about that entertainment. And then I'm
well-known clogger.
Well-known clogger, yes. I believe a state champion.
State champion?
I wouldn't put it past her.
And then I'm filling in as the third one, but I'm accepting anyone's application today to take my place, which I think, Jake, you'd be a good one.
I'm out.
Scotty was complaining that you've never asked him to be a celebrity bartender.
We just did today.
I'm going to pass.
You know what? Behind the scenes, you should have heard all the trash he was talking.
That's just on anything, though, Jake.
Oh, boy.
Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. At 6:30, from 6:30 to 7:30, Ron Keller will be there from the Lincoln Heritage Museum.
Ron Keller's going to celebrity bartend?
Yep. He said, I don't know
That
what.
could be fun.
I think he does some different things, too, with balloons
He talks
and stuff.
well.
Yes. And he does some balloon artwork or something he's doing.
I can see that.
Leslie Barrett will be there from Holland and Berry, and probably her male model husband, Christopher, will be there. And City Alderman Rhonda O'Donohue.
Oh,
she will be in there. And, yes.
Well, if she's in there, you're going to make a killing because all the O'Donohues.
The O'Donohues could be there.
Yeah.
So that's good for the YMCA.
Yeah.
It's just too bad the O'Donohues don't know anything about drinking.
Tell you one thing about the O'Donohues, they know how to have a good time.
Yes, sir.
They should be called the Good Time O'Donohues.
Commonly referred to as.
That's exactly right. At 7:30 to 8:30, we will have Michelle Bauer dancing around from Country Financial. We will have Bethany Rademacher from the ACEC Illinois. And our mayor, Tracy Welch, will be popping back there to help generate some money.
Popping and locking, or just popping?
Yeah, he can't lock. You're the pop and lock. Why don't you come do something with the music? We already have the music.
And you do your river dance.
I'll river dance while you pop and lock.
Okay.
All right, let's do that. I think the event's scheduled.
I think it's a done deal.
And that's when?
It is Thursday, April 3rd at Copper and Oak, 5:30 to 8:30. Come early, stay late. There you go.
All right. Now tell
all the money stays right here in Lincoln. So I just want you to know it stays right here in Lone County to help. So there you go.
Right in Joe Ryan's pocket.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Support. Yeah.
You know what? Hey, a little shout out to the Copper and Oak for were the what are they called? Breakfast tots or something like that?
Yeah, breakfast tots.
Oh my! I don't know,
good.
Scotty. I don't know if you've been in there and had those yet or not.
I have not been
They're
invited.
like oversized.
I've not been invited. He needs to be invited everywhere.
Yeah.
It's open to the public.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
There's no membership fees.
No.
I thought it was
No.
like VIP.
No, don't even have to have a VIP
Oh,
membership. If you do, actually, little secret. When you get there, not very many people know about them. Order the breakfast tots.
Are you guys open for breakfast?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay then.
But it's
I'm just telling you.
11. It's it's noon. Everybody likes a little something there. I tell you, they're good all day long.
They're oversized
They're good.
tots with breakfast gravy, the sausage gravy or whatever,
Sausage gravy.
going over top of them, and they are delicious.
They're good.
Eggs?
There's no eggs.
No eggs, Scotty. Just follow the.
Yeah. Boy, is he negative. You know, man.
You should have heard him when he walked in.
Bacon?
Yeah, there's bacon in them, Nancy. Yeah, there's no whipped cream, but we put whipped cream on them if you'd like.
I mean, we probably need to just skip straight to Illini basketball.
Yeah, I don't think we should. Okay, now tell us a little bit about the golf outing.
The golf outing's coming up, but I'm going to tell you, I do not have the official paperwork in front of me, so we're going to wait till next week. To
No
talk about it.
date, nothing.
I'm going to bring in the official young lady that's running it from Springfield, and I'll have her in here next Saturday. She can discuss the golf outing, so I don't say something wrong. There you go. Because I don't have it in front of me.
He's known for saying things wrong.
when
and
have you
now
ever
he
said
stops.
anything right?
I don't have the paperwork in front of me, the flyer. I thought I had one in the truck, but I don't.
But
so
you didn't.
we'll talk about it. That's not until May anyway, so we have time. But, yeah, big event out at the Elks.
Are we going to get in this golf outing? When is it? Is it on a Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, Friday, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, because some people have to work.
Well, Jimmy doesn't.
No, Jim doesn't.
And Lloyd doesn't.
don't.
And you
Joe don't. You don't. There's
What do you mean? I work every day.
There's your squad.
You got to play. Joe can't play.
Why?
He's got a bad knee.
Oh, that's true. He's
Two
got
bad
two
knees.
bad knees.
He's got one bad knee
I
and
got
one
one
repaired
that's
knee.
working into recovery.
Yeah, one repaired and one bad.
Yeah, now the repaired one's starting to swelling going down and the pain's going away a little bit. And now I'm feeling how bad the other one is, and so I'm all like this. It's a mess. You know what I'm saying?
You're a hot mess.
Hot mess. I'll tell you what. Wait till you guys are old.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It is wonderful getting old. If you're old, give us a call. Tell us about how great it is.
Oh, Bobby
Jim,
V's
give
going
us
to be
a call.
calling any moment.
Yeah.
Jim's on his phone.
If you're old, give us a call. We'd like to know how good it feels.
Bobby V and his testosterone. He's calling.
Bobby V and the testosterone levels. That should be a show.
That is a show.
All the way from Middletown, Illinois.
Yeah.
You're, well, we won't go there yet. We'll wait till we talk to the young ladies before we talk about basketball.
Well, they're not on till 9:30.
9:20. Well, we can talk about it right now.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk ILL for a little
Well, ILL is
Dead in the water for
ILL
this year.
ill.
bit. Yes.
Yeah, they won the first round of the tournament, and then
Will Riley put on a nice show.
he's really developed. Since day one. Kind of struggled there first half of the season, and then just really took off. And they're talking he's an NBA lottery pick, and
A lot of people say that, how he struggled the first part of the season. And he had his struggles. I mean, there were some things that were a little bit off, but boy, on the floor, it didn't look like they were giving him much of an opportunity to work out of it either.
yeah, and
For a guy as talented as what he is.
and he's an NBA type player because NBA don't play defense. It's all about
well, that's the
scoring.
whole thing. Why do we even? I don't know.
Say it.
I don't even know why.
Sure, yeah.
Why would you even practice defense? Because really, most of those athletes that get to D1 basketball, they got there because they can score 30, 40, 50 points a game. And so none of them know how to play defense. So why do they try to teach them in college then? You know what I mean?
Yeah, try to. Sometimes it just doesn't work out.
It depends if they want to win a championship.
Yeah.
If you want to win a championship, play some D.
No, but yeah, we went up to Milwaukee
Yeah,
last
tell us
week.
the inside story. It had to be fun.
Oh,
that place was
Milwaukee.
jammed with Illinois fans.
Yeah, Milwaukee's pretty cool. They got this little well, I shouldn't say it's a little pavilion, but right across from Fiserv Stadium where the Bucks play, they call it the Deer Garden. And they got all kinds of like sports bars and bars right there, and
That's cool.
You know, we just hung out there all day Saturday. You know, while we were waiting for Sunday. It's a pretty cool little atmosphere. Milwaukee downtown's pretty.
Milwaukee's a cool place.
Pretty cool.
Marty
you know?
lived there for a long time.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It's really nice, and you know, Fiserv Stadium, really cool place, and it was fun. Obviously, the Kentucky game wasn't so much fun. It's a game I felt that we should have won. You know, you play badly first half and only down 5, and felt pretty good about our chances, and then. You know, Kentucky came out second half with like an 8-0 run. We're down 13 or whatever, and
Yeah, look at
just couldn't really get anything
Kentucky
going.
looked like.
And then Kentucky loses last night to Tennessee, and I think Kentucky beat them twice during the season.
Got blown out by Tennessee.
Yeah, and
And the only Illinois game that I was at this year was Tennessee, and we had them on the rope. Should have won that game.
Yeah, should have won that, but. Yeah, unfortunately, their season came to an end, and you look at the tournament right now, and you really don't have that Cinderella team. You know, I know a lot of people when they're filling out their brackets, trying to find that upset, and there really wasn't any this year.
Yeah, 4 number 1s left, 3 number 2s, and a number 3.
Yeah.
So there's no upsets.
No upsets, and
St. John's.
and that's
you went
where
straight brackets.
Yeah.
You're pretty close to being right on.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know when the last time all 4 number 1s made it to the Final Four. It's been
could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. And last night, Auburn, Michigan. Boy, Michigan should have beat Auburn. I think Auburn went on like a 23-2 run or something there at the end of the game. And
never been a Bruce Pearl fan.
Well,
I don't think there's a person in
not if you're an
Illinois
Illinois fan. Yeah,
Bruce Pearl fan.
So yeah, Auburn, they number 1 overall. They move on to the Elite 8. How about Purdue? They should have beat Houston, and that's 2 Big Ten teams that Illinois is beaten.
Let's talk about that play at the end of the game.
Yeah, the
inbound play.
Kelvin Sampson drew up a pretty good play there at the end, and had a wide open layup to go up 2-0, and that was just blown coverage on Purdue's part.
Yeah, I would think he guarded that inbound play under their basket.
Yeah,
the kid took off and for some reason went to the corner.
Well, he was. You're talking about Smith.
Yeah.
He was. The guy set a pick and he was coming around, thought he was getting, and Braden Smith went out to get him, and the guy that inbounded it come in. Passed it right back to him. Nice little put back, and they win by 2, and So the Big Ten teams, we're down to Michigan State now. They won by 3 the other night or last night, and
gets confusing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's just nothing but basketball right now, and it's a great time of year. I love watching college basketball. NBA, not so much, but college basketball, I watch.
I'm right with you. And when this tournament's here,
the Cardiac Bulls right now, they're kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, they had a big win against the Lakers the other night, down big, and come back to win that thing.
You've been watching the Bulls
a little bit.
No kidding.
Oh,
Look
Jay,
at you pulling that out from under the sheets.
You get bored every once in a while, so you turn something on.
Huh?
I tell you what, the Bulls they're kind of fun to watch right now.
Yeah. Well, they're young.
Definitely young. Some names you don't really know, and
I don't know that I could name 2 guys on the team. But Io, but he's out hurt.
I'm real sure I could, but.
You can or can't?
Can't. I just know that the NCAA tournament's fun. And that means the Masters is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Which means summer's here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Summer. Not so much summer today. I mean, it's warm out. It's not bad. Just kind of.
We can't stop
cloudy.
that wind. Where's that wind coming from, man?
Coming from the
west,
from the air.
How about the?
It's cold front moving through.
How about the Padula? Some of these kids come out of nowhere because I don't watch it like all the time. But this Padula kid, is that his name? Padula?
I don't even know what you're talking about. From where?
No, from Ole Miss. Where's the headband?
What about it?
I just wondered if you guys didn't watch him. How'd you not see him?
Well, Joe, I mean,
What are you talking about?
yeah, I mean, if-
I was talking about a player for Ole Miss. If you were watching the game, the kid had like 26 points, and
Yes.
he was a stud.
Yes.
And I'd never heard of him before, but man, is that kid good. Padula.
2008, Joel Vinson texting in. 2008 is the only time all 1 seeds make the Final Four. It was UNC, UCLA, Memphis, and Kansas.
And Memphis winning it all, or Kansas?
Joel, who won it all, bud?
What year was it?
Come on, Joe.
2008. So you're
And who was
talking 17 years ago or so.
Who was in it again?
North Carolina, UCLA, Memphis, and Kansas. I'm going to say maybe Kansas wins that.
That's
I'm thinking
or Memphis.
North Carolina.
Memphis had a run back then.
Yeah.
No, Memphis didn't win a championship.
Didn't the kid from Illinois go to Memphis? The
Danger? Dane Danger?
little point
Rose.
guard?
Oh.
Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played for the Bulls.
He was a stud.
He was a stud.
Yeah.
Injuries got to him, though. That guy was good.
Yeah.
And he got the Joe Ryan knees.
Hey,
Was that what it was?
Was
The
it?
knees or the feet?
I think
was it
tore
Rose the one,
ACL.
though? Let's go back in history, because Joel, you can tell us this. Was Rose the
Kansas
one?
won.
That's what I said.
Boom. That's what we said.
Well played.
So I wonder what we won.
I had to go.
Tell them what they won, Bob.
I don't know. We got anything to win?
Wasn't Rose the kid, though, in the state championship game? He's already going everywhere, and I don't think he scored. Like, he had like 20 assists and never got upset about it. Everybody else was open. They were trying to stop him from beating them, and this Rose ran around and had like 4 points and didn't care. He was like, I remember being such a good sport about everybody else was open, so he was letting everybody else win the state championship game. Joel, tell us that.
I
'cause
don't know. It's
you
your
don't.
story.
You don't remember it?
Great story.
That's when I became very impressed with him, because most of the time, if you're that dude, you want the ball, you want to score, me. He just threw it around to all his buddies, and they scored, won that state championship. I think it was Rose.
Where did he go to high school?
Chicago somewhere. I don't remember.
Clinton.
Clinton High
Chicago Clinton.
He was a Maroon.
Pretty sure it was Clinton High School.
That's why we don't let you on the show very often. As a matter of fact, you may need to get a spot back over there in the
Matter of
lounge.
fact, turn his
in the
mic
lounge.
off. Yeah.
Right back over here to the smoking lounge is where you're going.
You know, we talk about NCAA basketball, and you got to talk about the portal. One thing that really they need to change immediately
Stop it.
is opening that portal while the season's still going on.
I agree with that.
You know, the portal opened Monday, and you still got teams playing in the tournament. So not only are they trying to coach to get to the Final Four and a national championship, you got to worry about recruiting your kids to stay, recruiting other kids to
I
get in
don't
your
get it.
program.
Who's in charge, man?
I don't know, but that's got to change. And, you know, it's just, it's unfortunate.
Good news for the Illini. They already had a couple kids commit to next year.
Yeah, and they also lose some kids already. You know, Merez Johnson just entered his name in the portal, and as a freshman, that kid has a ton of upside, ton of upside, and
yeah.
it hurts and makes me sick that he's leaving.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean he's leaving. He's just putting it out there to get offers, right?
Well, yeah,
He's leaving.
Yeah, he's probably leaving. But
You don't think the Illini will pay him?
Not what some NBA team
I mean, well, no, he's not going to NBA.
transfer portal.
He's in the transfer.
Transfer.
No, he'll get more money.
Yeah. So not only do you have to recruit your own kids, I know we've talked about this in the past, you got to recruit your own kids to stay, but those kids that leave, you got to find kids to go bring in to fill their spots. And it's just, I don't think the portal should open until about 2 weeks or so after the, national championship. Let these guys coach, and,
I mean, it could be Wednesday after the national championship, really, but I mean, it should be after.
It needs to be after. I know you guys don't follow like wrestling as much, but just to tell you how much money is going on out there, there's these two kids from Pennsylvania, the Bassett brothers, and Bo is the one that's a junior, two-time state champ in Pennsylvania. And, definitely going to go to Penn State. And Penn State's been dominating wrestling. And the word is that kid's been offered $5 million by Iowa to go to Iowa. Now, that's not your big dollar football and your big dollar basketball. That's wrestling, and they're offering the kid $5 million, and he's still in high school. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you think
How much you think the donors in Iowa
Well, yeah,
they put into the wrestling program?
100%.
That one's probably the biggest wrestling program in the United States.
Well, you got Penn State winning. They don't want him to go to Penn State.
Penn State's it's Iowa and Penn State every year.
Yeah.
Minnesota's usually right up there as well. I mean, those are the big.
But when you talk about $5 million going to a wrestler, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Because
times have
Can
changed.
you imagine $5 million as a college kid?
He's in high school.
Well, yeah. You're right. He's in high school.
But he'll be in college.
He'll be in college.
Eventually, yes.
I mean, to get paid, he's going to have to be in college. But can you imagine being a freshman in college and getting $5 million? No. What in the world are you going to do?
Somebody steal it from you?
We're all getting ideas right now.
What would I do?
Look at Jim's smile over here. He's like,
I would.
Jim knows what having $5 million is like.
Jim will buy a truckload of cream-filled donuts.
Yes, he will.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
He got a trigger finger today.
So, I sent you guys a link to get in our NCAA brackets. You didn't get in. You didn't get in. Jim didn't get in. But Lloyd did.
Lloyd did because he's a winner.
He's a winner.
Do you know
winning?
that, yeah.
Who's winning?
I was going to.
I'm in first right now.
And you're in the pool.
Well, it's all online.
That's hard to believe.
It's all online,
What a
bud.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty
it's
smart
online.
guy.
Well, so you obviously had Illinois losing if you're winning.
Yeah, I had them winning the first, losing the second.
Oh, my gosh.
Way to support the team, buddy.
Hey, I just pick them how I see
Does
them.
Jeff know?
No. He does now.
I'll tell him as soon as this show's over with.
That's because
Jeff didn't pick him either.
You know what? I'm only over there to watch him and take him off the bracket sheet.
I don't want to jinx them, I pick them to go all the way, and, it doesn't usually
That's
work
normally
out.
what you do.
Jinx people?
And teams and organizations.
Just life in general.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
Your wife.
My life story. I'm a very disappointing fella.
Just ask me.
Yeah. I got out of bed and I was disappointed I had to come here.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts all of us.
I missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks.
That hurts.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, we went up to the Big Ten tournament in Indy. Indy's always a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wish I was back in Indy this week.
Gosh, we would have had some home court advantage there, too, if we could have got there.
Yeah. Yep. So, but just didn't work out. But, yeah, that's our basketball talk. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk some volleyball NIL for these WLB ladies.
Let's try to get this some high school money.
Yeah.
There we go.
Probably right around the corner. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a commercial break.
Jim's just sitting there waiting to pull the trigger.
Let's go to commercial break. We come back, we'll have the 8th grade West Lincoln Broadwell lady volleyball team on. So don't go anywhere. You're in the cheap seats on WLC and 96.3 FM.
This is Corporal Brian Clements at the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to 2 burglaries in Lincoln that have occurred recently. A building at 523 North Elm Street was burglarized during the February 1st weekend. Another building at 411 North Chicago Street was burglarized on the weekend of February 3rd. Multiple expensive tools were taken from both locations. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information and not your name.
The Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 20.
This is Greg Lozeski, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, and Sabadoo on 96.3 FM WLCN.
Yeah, welcome back to the Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM. And joining us now is Coach Angela Craig and the fine young ladies from WLB, 8th grade, second place at state. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. And seems like we have you guys on yearly, and that's a pretty good thing. So, tell us a little bit about the season, you know, how it started, how you ended up. We'll just kind of start from day one and, you know, how these ladies kind of progressed throughout the whole year.
Sure. So about half of them came from the state championship 8th grade basketball team. So
seems like a every year thing now. It's from one to the next.
Yeah. Yep. WLB's got some champions.
Yeah.
So then half the team started about beginning of December, and then the rest of the girls joined up then after season in like around Christmas break time. So we had a couple weeks of practices before season starts, beginning of January. It's such a quick turnaround. Had a couple games before the Logan County tournament starts. 7th grade starts that first. So then the 8th graders just kind of hang out for a week, which it kind of stinks. But then they get into their Logan County tournament. They came away champions on that. Then, you know, win. It was awesome. They did suffer their first loss versus Mount Pulaski, maybe about mid-season. Took 3 sets. It was a little devastating. They came off a championship year last year, undefeated, but it made them resilient. Then we entered a 8th grade tournament in Mount Pulaski versus who did we play? Parkside, Pleasant Plains. Yeah, we lost against Mount Pulaski there at their own tournament in 3 again. They're all there in both sets, all 3 sets with Mount Pulaski. It was back and forth, lost by 2. So it was. They had it in them. Mount Pulaski just had a little bit more. But
Same size school?
they went to 2A for volleyball, but for basketball they were 1A.
Okay.
So just a few kids, I think, pushed them up maybe to 2A or maybe the amount of teams that came in to play for volleyball. So then just kept on that winning streak, won our regional versus Chester East. No, Christ the King. So we had just played Christ the King, I think, a couple weeks before that. So we kind of knew what they looked like. Got the win there with Christ the King. Then our sectional was versus Hartsburg, at Hartsburg. So we knew, like, hey, they're going to bring, the crowd. They're going to bring the noise. Had a pretty successful night that night versus Hartsburg. And then our first game at state, which was in Kankakee, 2-hour drive. So we had a great itinerary. We got up there. We practiced a little bit in a gym up there. Did our lunch, got to state. We played Washington St. Pat's, which is like, kind of their thorn. They had defeated them in basketball, so a lot of the girls played volleyball that played basketball. We had won sectionals versus them last year, and it was an intense game, and so we got that done.
Took care of business.
Yeah, I think that was probably maybe their favorite win. Let me go back to regionals too. So regionals was at AC Central. AC Central, we beat them last year at championship game. I couldn't believe that we put number 1 and number 2 in the same regional. Like, give these girls a chance.
Right.
But they were able to, be successful there. AC Central, we didn't end up playing them, right? No, someone else beat them. Christ King beat them. Yeah, so then, we played LaSalle, Trinity, then to decide if we were going to play championship or 3rd, 4th place game, and that was a good game, 3 sets there, and then that championship game versus Carrollton St. John, whom they beat at state for basketball. So I mean, Carrollton probably thought they had it, they're going to defeat them. They had that little bit extra fire maybe that we didn't have to bring. But hey, I'm not disappointed in these girls. It sucks to lose.
Sure.
That, when you make it that far, but we have to think about how we got there,
right,
and how many teams didn't get there.
Yeah.
I always say a lot of teams would have liked to have had second place.
Oh, yes. So, and a lot of, the experiences that these girls have had going to state, so many kids don't get that.
Right.
So I hope that they take that away too.
Can't believe they made you travel so far in the beginning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Kankakee, or you mean at AC Central?
Yes.
Even at AC Central. Yeah.
It encompasses the whole state, or they have you to a region?
I think they must have, regions.
But that's a long way.
Yeah.
A couple hours of drive.
Yeah.
All right, well, just checking.
Yeah. We don't set it up, but yeah, it sounds like you play a lot of the same teams in volleyball as you do basketball. So
yes and no. I think basketball does bring on a few extra, maybe like 2, 3, 4A schools. I think for volleyball we kind of play maybe 2. I think we did play. Did we play a 3A team? I should know this. I know we played 2A, but I don't think that we go up into those like 4A schools for volleyball. Why? I don't know. I don't make that schedule.
and you're busy with all of this volleyball, you were telling me before the show.
Yep. So
it's kind of year-round thing, huh?
It's half a year thing. Yeah. Starting in December, we're still going strong here now with Fusion Club Volleyball. So several of these girls participate in that as well. And then today, even, we are 7 of them are going to participate in the All-State Volleyball Classic over in Peoria.
Really?
Yep. So they're not done playing volleyball yet.
That's very cool. Well, then will you do stuff all summer too?
I'll have some open gyms maybe in July, and then last year I took over as a cross country coach, so I stopped at those volleyball open gyms to do cross country.
So you got a lot of free time.
Lots of free time.
That's what we're talking about.
Joe likes to help out some
figured as
cross
much.
country too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows I know nothing about cross country. Okay.
Just run fast. And
I didn't either. Chrissy Short helped me this year.
Yeah, she knows
with
about
that. She does.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's good at
And
help.
Taylor taught me a lot too.
Okay.
Yep.
You're in charge?
No.
No? Okay. Just checking. Well, that's good. You're out there.
Yeah.
So let's. You want to get to the girls here?
Yes, let's get to those girls.
Ready to talk here? All right, we'll start down here. Tell us your name.
I'm Paisley Holmes.
Okay, what grade?
I'm in 8th
Are
grade.
these all 8th graders? or
No, I have
you got
2 6th graders.
2 6th graders. Okay.
No 7th graders?
No 7th graders.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What position did you play?
I'm the libero.
There it is, the libero. Tell us.
Libero.
Explain to us what a libero does.
Does it all.
You just stay in the back row the whole time. Just,
Kind of. Is that the most confusing spot on the rotation, the libero? I still don't understand it.
not
I don't-
really.
I don't think so.
You just stay in the back row pretty much.
Oh, okay. But
And-
they wear a different jersey. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, you wear a different jersey and you go in for like the middles because like you pass for them and then I guess I don't really know.
She could play back row for anybody.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, because the whole libero, the substitution, all that's confusing to
Yep.
me.
So libero doesn't count as a
I
substitution.
was just going to say,
Yeah, and in volleyball you get 18 substitutions per game, so that's tracked, at the score table. But she would just run behind the 10-foot line in and out for somebody, that's already in there in the game.
You have a
nice job.
Thanks.
a favorite game this year? Or?
Yeah, probably the first round of state, playing St. Pat's because I felt like that was a good win to start off the state tournament.
Okay, and when did you start playing volleyball?
When I was like 4, I played like fusion volleyball.
Okay, and I'm sure you'll be going into high school next year.
Yep.
Playing. So,
Yeah.
All right. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Just my family.
All right. Next,
I'm Grace Biven, and I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade position,
I'm a middle.
middle, and any favorite game this year?
Probably St. Pat's too, because it always feels good to beat them, and it just like it paved the way for the rest of the state tournament, even though we didn't do as well as we wanted.
Okay, and how long you been playing volleyball?
Probably since around 1st grade in fusion.
So they start young, Coach. I
Yes.
mean, that's good.
Yep.
You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Probably Dale, our bus driver, because he's been to all of our
Good
away
shout.
games, and he takes us to Dairy Queen sometimes. So
All right.
Good job, Dale.
We like Dale ourselves.
yeah, we do.
All right, next.
I'm Sage Gilbert. I'm in 8th grade, and I'm an outside hitter.
Okay. When did you start playing volleyball?
5th grade.
5th grade. Any favorite game this year?
I like St. Pat's because, we beat him in basketball, so had to beat him in volleyball too. And yeah, it was fun.
How's your softball game?
Good.
Okay, just checking. Just wondered.
Yep.
Give a
Any
shout
help
out
there?
to anybody?
My family.
They're quick and to the point, Joe. Just my family.
Wait till they sing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Taylor Short, and I'm in 8th grade, and I play back row.
Okay. Favorite game this year?
Also St. Pat's.
Sounds like the norm there.
It was just a good game to play, and it set off like the state tournament, right? So
Yeah. And how long you been playing volleyball?
probably since 2nd, 3rd grade.
Okay. And a shout out.
My family.
Good.
I'm Ella
Good.
Romer, and I'm a middle, and I'm in 8th grade.
Favorite game?
Probably, also the St.
Same
Pat's
back,
game.
yeah.
I thought we all played pretty well as a team.
Yeah. When did you start playing?
I started playing when I was around 4, I think.
4?
Yeah.
Wow. That's little.
Yeah.
Who's doing it? Is that fusion?
Fusion.
4?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Fusion.
I'm assuming that Hartsburg does too, and a couple of girls go to Hartsburg to play their club.
They know what they're doing over there too.
Oh
don't
yeah.
they?
Yep.
And you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my dad, Aaron Romer, because he live streams all of our games.
Yes.
Nice job. Good shout.
I'm Bianca Rolfs. I'm in 8th grade and I'm a setter.
Okay. Favorite game this year?
Probably just any of the games in postseason.
Yeah. Pretty good experience.
Yes.
Yeah, just that atmosphere's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When did you start playing volleyball?
Probably when I was like 5 years old.
All right. Give a shout out.
All my family and my coaches.
All right.
My name's Piper Craig. I play left front, and I'm in 6th grade.
6th grader playing up on 8th grade? That's impressive. Favorite game this year?
Christ the King.
Okay. And when did you start playing volleyball?
1st grade.
1st grade.
Who helps you the most, your mom or your dad?
My mom.
Okay.
My name's Brooklyn Clark. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm a setter.
Okay. Favorite game?
Probably all of them because it was fun to like cheer on everyone.
Okay. And want to give a shout out to anybody?
Probably Cindy Biven and my mom for taking all the pictures.
My name's Olivia Woodhall. I'm an 8th grader, and I'm an outside hitter.
Okay. And your favorite game?
Probably St. Pat's also, but I also like the CEL games because it's like a rivalry school, and it's always fun to beat them, I guess.
Fun to beat them.
I'd like to give a shout out to all my family, and especially my Aunt Jenny, because she's always watching all the live streams.
All right.
And that's about it.
I'm Ellie Hake. I'm in 8th grade. Shoot, guys. And then I play like left bench.
Belly.
Left bench. It's a good position.
And then what was the other question?
Favorite game?
Favorite game. I just like beating CEL. They're fun to beat.
Okay.
And then my shout out, I'd probably go for Dale or my family.
Dale and the ice cream. I like it.
Yeah.
I'd give him a shout out too.
Paid. Yeah.
And always paid.
No. You should be shouting out to her.
I'm Maddie. I'm in 8th grade. I play right bench right next to her. And
At least it's not lonely down there, right?
No.
Okay.
You name your bench positions. Your left bench, your right bench.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Joe goes out well too.
Oh, yeah. I used to play left out.
Girls, come on.
I also play right next to Piper.
We might have to get the... Could they stand in the bench order that you have them in?
Yeah.
They do have specific spots on the bench that they do sit.
My favorite game was probably second round of state against Trinity.
Okay. You give a shout out?
My parents and Ellie Hake.
Yep.
Bench partners. All right, what's your name?
My name is Lane Foster. I'm the manager of the volleyball team. I'm in 8th grade, and I've been part of this volleyball team for 3 years. And I am going to give a shout out to everybody who's been included in of this volleyball team. Picture takers of the volleyball team, coaches of the volleyball team, Aaron Romer, live streamer of the volleyball team, players, everybody.
Dale.
Yes.
Thank you, Lane.
It's a great shout out right there. Got everybody.
So we had a pretty good season, and I am planning on doing something really great for the girls after awards night.
All right.
Oh,
nice job.
Yeah, nice job. And where was your spot on the bench?
Probably right next to Taylor.
What, as a manager, what are your duties? Just to keep them hydrated?
Yeah, hand out waters, keep them hydrated. My number one goal is to tell players staying hydrated is the key to win a game.
Yeah, the water boy.
Yes.
You got some mighty fine H2O?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Waterboy? The movie?
No.
Oh, you need to watch it.
Well, there you go.
No.
Yeah.
It's too young.
Yeah. All right. Well,
nice
Coach,
job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice
We
job.
are missing 2 girls. Charlie Pritchard, 8th grader, and then Gracie Crowell, 8th grader as well. And then Natalie Clements, my assistant coach, can't be here today either. But
Also
shout
the
out
high
to
school
them
coach?
too. She is the high school coach too. Yep.
So, I mean, being a high school coach, she kind of, knows what's coming up and what kind of players that she can expect as, they transition over to high school. And,
yes,
a lot of these girls will be wearing the red and green next year. And that's as you step up, from even grade school, to, junior high to high school, I mean, it just gets bigger and bigger and more challenging. So, I mean, you're finishing second in state, that's pretty good, as a volleyball program throughout.
Yes, yeah.
So.
And Logan County has a huge pool of 8th graders that are going to go into high school that are talented, and I do not envy Natalie for the next couple of years, what she might have to do out there, but she's got a lot of talent coming in, not only with our group, but Chester East, Carroll.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus what's already there, I don't know what kind of season they had this year, but
I'm not sure either.
These ladies are busy though if they're trying to pull off both sports.
Yeah, they're all multi-sport athletes.
Softball.
Yeah. Golf, cross country, track. We had one do wrestling. What else do you guys do? Well, he said basketball. Yep. Cheerleading. Yep, I had cheerleaders.
Cross country.
Yep.
All track and all that.
Yep.
So get them active in every sport. It's only going to make them better.
Callie didn't go.
We missed her.
Sorry, Cal.
Sorry, you're sitting over there. What's your name?
You're quiet.
Yeah, she's just waiting for her chance. What's that?
Callie Courtright.
Okay, grade?
8th grade.
Okay, and then...
I'm a setter.
Okay.
My favorite game was probably the regional championship against Christ the King, because we lost the first set, and our team came back out there on the court, wanting to win, and we ended up winning the third set 25-8 maybe. So that was a good game, and I'd like to give a shout out to my grandparents for driving long distances to watch my games.
Yeah, grandparents, they don't miss games, do they?
And no, in the Courtrights, I think you're pretty competitive, aren't you?
Yeah.
I just wondered. It kind of runs in the blood there, doesn't it? Yes. I know. That's good.
Yeah.
I call them the Cartwrights, but I like the Cartwrights.
He's a not right. So that's what we call him.
That's okay. Now, who's the best? Which one would lead in singing if you had to pick one?
And do they have their
If we're going to sing a song.
I'd say Ellie Hake.
Okay. What song you guys going to sing?
Brooklyn. We also need Brooklyn up here.
Oh, yeah, and
She's
Brooklyn.
offered to sing the national anthem so many times.
I'm okay.
There's a little bit of pressure there.
What are we singing?
Whichever one you guys want.
Okay, Kelly. What are we singing?
I don't know.
You guys are supposed to have this together. Coach didn't tell you?
I think since Coach didn't tell us, Coach should have to sing.
You do not want to hear me sing. Dying cat is what my husband says. You don't want to hear that.
All right, we won't make you sing.
Lane is a really good singer. I did it at
you sing on the bus.
Your brother's birthday. I didn't hear that. You should sing now. Sing it. Yeah, come on. Sing the national anthem. Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
We're going to have to stand up if you're going to sing the national anthem.
You got it.
National anthem. National. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous bright o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets when the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yes, Lane.
All right, play ball.
That was great.
Yeah, I better see some of that at Roy S. Anderson.
Nice job.
In the next few years. I think that's the first time we've ever done that on the show.
Yes, Lane.
Yeah.
Thanks for being brave, Lane.
This is program history right
Lane, you
here.
pick the first donut out before you leave, okay?
I'm planning on throwing a huge pizza party for the girls after awards night.
All right. Yeah, they get a clap for that too.
Well, I don't know if Mom and Dad are clapping because they probably got to flip the bill.
Make sure you invite Dale.
Yeah.
If you, well, I will try to.
I'm sure Dale will show up.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a nice gesture.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Good job singing. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
No, you gotta take a bow. Yeah. You gotta take a bow.
He's easily persuaded into doing things. So that's great. Great job.
Lane will listen to these girls.
Yeah.
He's got their backs.
That's good. That's good.
We like it. Good job. See, did you know he could sing?
I did not. Well, yes, I've heard him on the bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually singing country songs, though.
Oh, we should have went there. Sure, these guys all know one.
Got us all to stand up. And,
yeah.
I mean, that's impressive. So, but Coach, a great season. Obviously, you hate to see it come to an end, but a second place finish is nothing to be ashamed of. Obviously, you want that number one spot, but it's a long, rigorous season, and to go through that and get that far, like you said earlier, there's I don't know how many other teams that would love to be in your position.
Yep.
So, that's only going to make them better people, and just keep continuing their career, and I'm sure you'll follow them all through high school. Now, you help high school too?
I do not. No.
Okay.
No.
You could. You've got free time.
Yeah. You got some extra time on your hands.
I would volunteer any of my time if asked.
Oh,
I'll throw some balls at him, hit some balls at him.
Yeah.
Shag some balls for him. But 100% commitment, I can't do that.
Okay.
All right. Did you guys fill out any NCAA brackets this year?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Who you got winning it all?
I got Duke winning it all.
I do too. Anybody else?
Mine's bad.
Yours is bad? Tried to pick those upsets?
I have Florida and Duke wins.
That's a good choice.
Very good choice.
All right.
Nobody else?
Duke is 31-3.
You're what?
Because Duke is 31-3.
Yeah.
And plus they're ranked 1, so.
He's very confident.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's 100% Duke.
I hope you're 100% right, because I am winning too.
Oh, I will be.
Very confident kid. I love it. We have to get him on and do our picks next year, Joe.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. All right. Anything you want to throw out there? Obviously, you want to thank the parents and everybody that sponsored you all year.
Yep. Parents, like they said, Cindy Biven and Whitney Clark for taking photos for us, Aaron Romer for video live streaming. Huge. I mean, that gave me an opportunity to watch those games back. Mm-hmm. It's fun to watch them back and see what I might have missed during the game, and allowing all the grandparents that can't be there, or aunts and uncles that can't be there. It's fun. Like, I think he's said in the past, like, people might think I'm crazy, coming to junior high volleyball games and live streaming, but it's fun.
Yeah.
The girls, several of them played last night in Mount Pulaski, and he was just sitting there watching, and I was like, I wonder how he feels. And Ella said he was bored. Like, he loves it.
He needs it.
Yeah. And then I got Dana over there, Holmes, for helping with booster stuff. It takes a lot at the state, getting to the state tournament, like getting things organized. Like meals and the shirts and.
Absolutely.
Kind of what we need to
Takes a lot of
do.
work.
Yeah, I didn't realize, maybe what Kaylee had to do last year, every little piece. And it was a lot to kind of organize, but I hope I'm not missing anybody.
Takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, we practice a lot, right? But I had, seventh grade. This is my seventh grade team there. Most of them were there helping out cheer, so that was a huge help. What else? Especially being, a couple hours away, we had the parents that volunteered to take those girls that far to be with them. What else, Callie? What else? Who am I missing?
I think you've covered a lot.
A lot.
You missed Dale.
Dale. Oh yeah.
You gotta have Dale.
Dale's great. Yep.
All right.
Well, yeah. Congratulations on a great season, and hopefully we'll have you back here again next year.
Yeah.
Just kind of a.
Let's have a little song ready next year.
Okay.
So.
We won't have him with us.
I won't have Lane. No.
I'll be in high school.
Yeah.
Come back to the show and sing for us. Next year, it's fine.
I don't know. We'll see about that.
Or next week.
We want a country song. Country song next time.
Sure.
So you
okay. I'll think about it.
Okay. All right.
All right, ladies. Well, congratulations again on another great year, and we look forward to following your career through high school. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
That's going to do it for us here on the Cheap Seats. Joe, you want to add anything?
No, it was great. Great show. Nice job, ladies and gentlemen.
Job.
The singing was awesome.
All right.
Nice job, Coach.
We'll wrap it
Congrats.
up here on the Cheap Seats.
We almost forgot you were sitting there, huh?
Yeah,
in the
my
front row.
apologies. Kinda just hiding back there.
Wow.
But, yeah.
We're not very smart.
That's for sure. I don't know why Jim keeps bringing us back, but he does. But once again, thanks for coming. I know it's Saturday morning. It's hard to get out of bed. And you guys might have to split some donuts here because I don't know how many are left. But, you're
Jim messed that up, right?
Yeah.
He can't talk. He doesn't have a mic.
That's going to do it for us today on the Cheap Seats. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.
Good day.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.